Okay, so I came across this video by a Twitch streamer named Tyler1. He streams League of Legends games and he's pretty well known among the League community, and I play League, that's why I know about him. But um, basically, Tyler1 made a rant, a speech on his stream 2 years ago about the passing of Rekful, who was another Twitch streamer. It was a pretty big thing that happened, and Tyler1 just gave his short take on it. And even though Tyler1 is known for being like really dumb and make cracking a lot of stupid jokes, he actually says something pretty interesting and pretty wise here, and I want to play it for you. It's on suicide because Rekful did take his life, and he talked about suicide, talked about friendship. Yeah, and I think it's pretty interesting, so I'll just play it for you. Just a disclaimer: Tyler1's ear mic is extremely loud, so please lower the volume. You'll find out.
If you know what a friend is going through, and they're going through that, and people knew what Rekful was going through, they fucking knew. You have to help. You are a friend. It is hard, but you have to fucking help. And the shit that pisses me off so much is when people say, oh, but he didn't want help. Oh, but I can't help him. He doesn't want help. I don't give a fuck what he wants. You find a way. T1, how do I help someone that doesn't want help? You find a way. Dude, you do. You do. And then they're like, okay, but dude, he's gonna hate me. Good. At least he is here to hate you. At least he is here to hate you. Perfect. Hate me. I want you to hate me. If that's what it takes. But these people, they give up on people that are struggling. And you can't do that. Because the people that are struggling, they've damn near almost given up on themselves. So when they give up, and you give up, then I have a fighting chance. Nobody's there anymore for them. But if they give up, and you never give up on them, there's still a chance, right? That's how I see it.
Okay, so that's basically what Tyler1 had to say about Rekful's suicide. And I guess he was ranting because he was angry that friends don't do what they're supposed to do, right? So he says that as a friend, if you know that somebody is struggling, especially if something as serious as suicide, right, you should do whatever you can to help him. He says that no matter what, just find a way, right? And he's angry because people like to give the excuse that, oh, well, they didn't want my help, or he told me not to help him, right? And he says, don't care, just go and help, right? Just do whatever you can. And he raises this really bold point that even if it makes you hate him, right? You can give the excuse, oh, he's going to hate me, he's not going to like me anymore. But he says it doesn't matter, right? At least he's there to hate you, right? At least he's alive, right? And it's a pretty bold and courageous thing to say, that you would rather have him hate you than have him die, right? Hate you for life. But you treasure the greater good, his own life, more than the friendship, right? And so that's basically Tyler1's take on it. And he says that that is true friendship, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to criticize it. It's a great thing to say that this is how you should treat your friendships, right? But that's one perspective, and I want to provide the other side of the coin, the other counter perspective on the others and the other extreme, which is that, well, you listen to the person, right? You listen to the person when they tell you that they don't want your help. And this is mainly because, or maybe that is the best thing to do. Maybe that is the right thing to do. Because it could very well be that they just need some space, that they need time alone to themselves, to think through things, and you being there, meddling with things and interfering could cause them more stress and trauma than anything. And in that case, you going against their wish for you not to help them or interfere could do more harm than good, right? And so these are two different perspectives, and they are contrary to each other, but they apply to different scenarios. So to conclude, my question is, to what extent should you decide what's best for another person, right? When is it that you should take matters into your own hands and go against what they think is best for themselves and impose on them what you think would be best for them, right? Because you don't know what's truly best for them, but neither do they, right? So one of you could get it wrong, and there's no right answer, right? I think that although what Tyler1 says is a lot of wisdom, I think it can't be a one-size-fits-all approach, right? I think you have to analyze the situation and adapt and use your discretion. Really use your judgment to decide whether it's severe enough such that if you interfered, it couldn't possibly do any more harm than, well, if you didn't, right? And in this case, somebody taking their own life, right? I think Tyler1 is right to say that, well, no matter how much extra damage you do, can't be more damage than the person taking his own life, right? So yeah, that's essentially the question that I have is, when do you go against the other person's will for themselves and help them out, right? As a friend, what do you do? So yeah, that's pretty much all I have today. It's a pretty short video. Yeah, happy Chinese New Year, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.